It's almost that time again, although you can't tell by the weather outside. I'm talking about baseball season. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the 2013 Cleveland Indians team. I grew up going to spring training down in Winter Haven, Florida every year up until they moved to Arizona, which I haven't attended yet, but I look forward to. I also go to a lot of the games down at Progressive Field, formerly known as Jacobs Field. It's been a rough couple of years, but hopefully there's light at the end of the tunnel. I'm going to talk to you about the Indians' offseason, the current roster, and changes at Progressive Field. The Indians' offseason, they started off by hiring Terry Francona as the new manager of the Cleveland Indians. Terry Francona has won 2 World Series championship rings with the Boston Red Sox and has been Manager of the Year nominee 6 times. Some people ask, why would Terry Francona come to a team that is non-committal and is notorious for being cheap? That brings me to my next point. Larry Dolan, the owner of the Cleveland Indians, opened his checkbook and spent $104 million on guaranteed contracts, according to ESPN.com. Here are some of the key acquisitions. Nick Swisher, who was the 6th best free agent according to MLBTradeRumors.com, signed a 4-year deal worth $54 million. Michael Bourne, who was the 3rd best free agent according to MLBTradeRumors.com, signed a 4-year deal worth $48 million. They also acquired Mark Reynolds, who had 60 home runs over the past 2 years. And they also acquired Trevor Bauer, who was the 14th best prospect in baseball according to BaseballAmerica.com. Now that you learned some information about the Indians' offseason moves, I'm going to talk to you about the current roster of the Cleveland Indians. The starting pitching, which is the key to any team's success. I'm going to start with a quote from General Manager Chris Antonetti. Chris Antonetti said, "We've got a lot of potential in the rotation." Number 1 starting pitcher is Justin Masterson, who was 12-10 with a 3.21 earned run average in 2011. Number 2 starter was Ubaldo Jimenez, who was 15-1 with a 2.20 ERA in 2010. The number 3 starter is Brett Myers. Number 4 starter is Zach McAllister. The number 5 starter is Scott Kazmir. I agree with Chris Antonetti that we have a lot of potential in the starting rotation, but it is also our weakness to the team. Next is the bullpen, which nicknamed themselves last year the Bullpen Mafia. Closer Chris Perez and Vinny Pastano were selected to Team USA's World Baseball Classics team, which was a prestigious honor. Other bullpen members are Brian Shaw, Nick Hagedorn, Matt Albers, Cody Allen, and Rich Hill. Now to the hitting. According to ESPN.com, the Indians were 6th worst at hitting home runs and 9th worst at scoring runs. This should change with all the new acquisitions. The Indians have 1 All-Star on their team as Drupal Cabrera at shortstop, but they are loaded with up-and-coming players including Jason Kipnis at second base, Michael Brantley at left field, Lonnie Chisenhall at third base. If you add the newly acquired players to the current roster of the Cleveland Indians, hopefully that equals a recipe for success. Now that you've learned some information about the roster of the Indians, I would like to talk to you about Progressive Field changes. Ticket prices. According to FanCostExperience.com, the average price for Indians games are $20.42, which is way below the league average of $26.98. The Indians have the 6th lowest average ticket price among all baseball teams. Also, according to CNBC.com, the Indians slash prices on almost all concessions. A 12-ounce beer is down 24% to $4 a beer, well below the league average of a 12-ounce beer, which is $6.10. Also, hot dogs are down from $4.50 to $3. Also, there are 15 games throughout the season where the Indians will feature $1 hot dog nights throughout the year. All other concessions, including nachos, pretzels, bratwurst, and so on, will be dropped as much as 25%. According to ClevelandIndians.com, the Indians will feature 20 fan giveaway games such as bobbleheads, plaques, t-shirts, magnets, calendars, and other things. There will also be 17 firework games. And then all Sunday day games, kids can run the bases after the game is over. So in conclusion, I hope that you've learned some information about the 2013 Indians, what they have done during the offseason, their current roster, and changes to the game day experience at Progressive Field. So I hope to see you at the Progressive Field on April 8th for opening day. Thank you.